Hello guys, it's George from Spotlight Report, and I couldn't be happier here. I'm with Australian, probably Orianthi, like one of the best guitarists from Australia, and somebody who doesn't need an introduction, Richie Sambora, like a legend of the guitars. So how you been guys so far here in Soundwave?
Are you kidding me? This is great. I got to play with one of the best guitar players on the planet, and play my songs off the new record, and showing people that I'm a lead singer, and that that's where it's supposed to be.
How the connection between you guys began? How did you guys met?
In Maui, actually.
Really?
Yeah, New Year's. I was jamming up there
Under a palm tree.
under a palm tree. And we met. We were just jamming out, and we just hit it off straight away. And we would just have so much fun jamming out. I mean, he's an amazing guitar player and singer, songwriter. And we just have a blast all the time. So.
And lyrically speaking, you released the Aftermath album 2012. So which one is the song you're most proud about, and why?
Well, that particular record was a very, very authentic record, and very sincere, because it's about my life. I decided that I would be able to bear some of the ups and downs of my life over the last 7 years in that particular record. Mm-hmm. And also what I wanted to introduce the rock public back to was the great musicians jamming and having a musical conversation. Mm-hmm. So I left the songs long and the way they were supposed to be. There wasn't a pop record. That's not what I intended it to be, and that's how come I can come out here on this kind of stadium stage with all these very heavy metal dudes and all that other stuff. You know what I mean? And with me and Ori up there playing together, it's just playing the songs that are authentic. Hey, I think it's going over really well.
Mm-hmm. And Orianthi, which one is your favorite song to play live with Richie, and why?
Person to play live. The whole set is a lot of fun to play. I know Voodoo, because we're playing both soloing out together. That's a lot of fun. When we don't play that though, there's like so many other tracks. I'm thinking of them all, but they're all great. The energy of the whole set is just awesome. I love being up there. I really do.
You guys have been playing a tribute to Michael Hutchence, playing some INXS songs since Brisbane and today as well. So did you guys come with the idea before the tour, or it was something that came out in Brisbane straight ahead?
Well, we went out to dinner with John and last night, and from INXS, and I know that they're having such amazing success here at this point. I know their greatest hits went to #1, and they have a bunch of albums that went out. And he's a lovely guy. I know him for a bunch of years, and I just thought it was appropriate. I just thought that, hey, listen, you know what? There are guys from the same era that I came from, and Australian music got to America because of those bands, INXS, Light Oil, AC/DC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of exports that came out of here that really shaped me as an artist. Mm-hmm. So it was I wanted to do it for almost a tribute in a way.
That's fantastic, man, and congratulations, and we really appreciate that. And also, so many musicians nowadays, like Dave Grohl, Matt Sorum, they're creating these so-called supergroups. So if you guys could create your own supergroup together, who would you get in your lineup and why?
Yeah, there we go.
Together. Choose, pick up the drummer.
It's just rocking. I think it's an anomaly. I think that there's not a lot of guitar players that are jamming like us at this point. I think that we are very, very retro, and it goes back to a place of, where everybody was more freeform and enjoying each other and actually having a musical conversation, much like jazz. The anomaly is that it's, I have, my partner is the best female guitar player on the planet, and maybe one of the best guitar players on the planet. So I get to play with her all the time.
Orianthi, how do you feel when you got the call from Richie, like, you want to join me on the tour? How do you feel about that?
I'm sorry?
How did you feel when Richie asked you to join his lineup?
Oh, yeah. I mean, when he asked me to come out, I was like, hell yeah. I mean, definitely, because you have so much fun. And he's, as I said, an incredible singer, songwriter, guitar player, and a real front person, you know, too. And he does what he does, and it's amazing. And so when we go out there and we're jamming out together and we're just playing the guitar, that's a lot of fun. I love playing his tracks too, you know, and different spin on the Bon Jovi tracks too. It's heavier, it's rock and roll, it's like edgier and everything, and I love it. So being out there doing this, I mean, coming home to Australia and being able to, you know, play at Soundwave has just been a real blast. And this is like second show in, and we're just having a real ball. So yeah, really cool.
And just to finish, guys, well, Richie, I have to ask you about Bon Jovi, of course.
Sure.
Without being so deep, which one would you say was the highlight of touring the world with John?
There was too many highlights to talk about, man. I mean, you know, the first time you get your first #1 record, the first time you sell out a stadium. It's actually what happens, I think, is when you write a song, it's essentially about communication. When a whole country or continent actually receives the message that you're saying in your song as a songwriter, I think that is one of the most beautiful things that can ever happen to anybody, because what you're doing is actually, it's a communication process. And you know, that doesn't die. You know, and like, you know, as Orianthi was saying, basically what we're doing is actually pushing the envelope into another place, and you know, the crowds have been responding unbelievable. I mean, look, you got a song, you can't kind of mess up a good song, you know, because it's concise, and you know, you become a microcosm to the world. And I was lucky enough to be a part of the soundtrack of people's lives for a long, long time. And there's so many artists to me that are still the soundtracks. I mean, I know who I was listening to when I had my first kiss. You know, and that's what, you know, when you're people like us and you have the opportunity to do that, it is truly a blessing and an opportunity, and you just have gratitude for that.
Beautiful. Well, it's a big honor to talk to you guys, and I wish you all the best in the future. Very respectful decision that you move away to be more dedicated to your family. So, yeah, I think it's a very strong decision, and we respect that.
Yeah, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, hopefully you will consider a farewell tour. I don't know with them. So
Well, we'll see.
we'll see. Okay, guys, this is George and Orianthi and Richie Sambora. No words. I cannot add anything else. So keep in touch and watch Spotlight for the next thing. Bye.